I mean, it's unbelievable to me to watch my friends get 83 good comments and one person says they're fat or they're dumb or it's stupid, and they dwell on this. And this is why I keep getting back to this thought of how do you get insular and know what you're doing for yourself, You know, Ivan Drago, right? Last scene, like he loses and he's like, yeah, he's saying, I did this for myself, not for the fucking premiere, not for the Soviet Union. I was in the ring for myself. And it's a funny scene. I was born in Russia. I love the Rocky movies. I love America way more than the Soviet Union. So maybe it sticks with me, but there's something about that scene, right? Everybody knows Drago for the famous scene, like, I'll break you. For me, it was when he was in the ring, and it's like, for myself. What I'm worried about is there's a lot of people listening right now and saying, okay, easy for you guys to say. And what I always tell these kids is, you don't understand, that's how we got to that place. Yeah. You know, like everyone's like, easy for you. Like, I'm just fascinated by people's lack of patience. Like I didn't even, you know, and I know we live in a social media world and everybody's getting all these things flashed at them, but it's crazy. I'll never forget the day I started working full-time in the liquor store. I was 22, and I remember saying to myself, literally the first day, like I've been working in the stores for 8 years since I was 14, but this is it, I'm done with college. I actually worked a few hours when I drove home from college my last day, but the next day was the first day. It was so weird. I hated school my whole life. And that was it. Like I walked into the liquor store and I never had to go to school again. It was like crazy. It was the best day of my life. And I'll never forget, I remember saying, okay, I'm not gonna say a word for the next decade. I'm not gonna talk to my friends. This is real. And I didn't. My high school and college friends are very weirded out by me. I just went in a cocoon and I just worked every minute, and I didn't even think about popping out until I was 32. Not a word, not a peep, not a party, nothing. And now I've got kids emailing me like, Gary, thank you so much. I love your videos. You inspire me when I'm super down. I almost gave up last week. Yeah, I've been doing my new business for about 4 months and I hit a real wall. I'm like, what's the fucking matter with you? 4 months? You didn't hit a wall. You haven't even gotten out the gate. You're not even in the car. You're like still sleeping in your bed. I just really want to push patience and the long game. All this relationship talk you and I have been doing, squirrel, bear, all that shit, it's all long game. Yeah. You're either playing for life or you're playing for the few minutes ahead of you. And again, this keeps going back over and over in my mind to what other people think. It's gonna be a good one. I see exactly where I want to do it. Right here. Because the only thing that's holding you back is you're worried about what other people have to say. You give up on that shit and you're clean and you can go. And all of a sudden, it's not how much money you have or how much time you have. You just see that you can do it. Money ain't time, ain't shit of holding you back compared to your worry about other people's opinions. Leave that shit in high school. It's time to go. Too many people right now, I mean, social media has become the place where everybody is a PR agent of themselves. Let's call it what it is, right? I just said there's a bunch of dudes in here, that's the first big head nod, everybody just head nod. You're PRing yourself, and I get it. You know, like I get people want, you know, to hook up and to have fun. Like I get everything, I get it. But it is creating ungodly short-term behavior, which is not allowing people to really win the game. Yo, there's a day where you have a team dinner, my team, and then another, yeah, on the same day, right? So maybe we can play one, maybe we can do the my team dinner because everybody's around. Maybe we can do that Wednesday, yeah. Something to think about. Yeah, but maybe he can do it. So hit him up, see if he's willing to do it. That's number one. Number two, what's the Friday in LA on the 28th? What's that all about? But you're not sure now. What up, John? Toth with an E? I had never noticed that before. Toeth. Real good, man. How you feeling?
You flew from New York?
Yep. How long have you had dreads on? How long?
6 years.
Really?
I don't think they're much.
If you go back into YouTube, you can see where they just started doing his high school stuff when it was going to the opening and everything like that.
Let me just bang out this call. When are we leaving?
Here, like,
Yo, that dog next door is fucking scary as shit. I was like trying to do a call, like, you see it? Fucking crazy. Scared, you were pretty calm, or you knew it was there?
No, I didn't know that.
I was impressed. Danny, you're literally out of a sitcom. You're literally out of a sitcom.
Someone made him up.
You're like Boner from Growing Pains. literally out of a sitcom. D-Rock, you're being reassigned to Double D. It's gonna be the best show on YouTube. It's so crazy not to be in control of where you go. To me, that's just crazy. Where was I going? Oh, so one of the things I'm really thinking about is I gotta go through this with you guys, and it may even take me another full year, but I want to do an off-season regimen, like that's real legit, like real classes, real meetings, just getting kids, if they want it, really prepared for life after football. Super well.
Good.
How are you?
See you. Welcome to
See you.
HQ.
John?
What's up, man? Aubrey.
John, nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you, man.
Jalen?
What's going on? How you doing, Jalen? Good to meet you.
You know D-Rock?
What's up? How you doing?
How are you, man? Real pleasure. What's up, gang? Uche. What's up, man?
Justin.
Smells nice. I love it.
Listening, like, I can tell it happened, and there's like 14 emails coming back and forth.
I love it. Oh, you've got the hockey bubble? You know how unstoppable I am at this game? Is it work?
Oh!
Who wants some? Oh! There we go.
Backhand pass. To this guy. Playing it around the boards. Oh! With the
Nice shot.
rip.
Ooh. Oh!
You always go to the far side.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah. Damn it. That is a sick
Guys,
shot.
that's just sick.
That is the shit.
That's just some-
On that one. That was fucking.
This calms you down?
I like it.
18th century Spanish cavalry. And this dude took a musket ball right in the chest. So he was just riding around in his horse. Bang! Took a musket ball. Survived, presumably.
It's nice. Just want to play more bubble hockey. None of you can beat me in bubble hockey. There's not one person watching this that can beat me in bubble hockey. Nobody from Edmonton or anywhere else. It's a nice office. How long you been in this?
About 4 years.
You guys sell a lot of these kettlebells?
Yeah, this
See
is
'em
kind of like
everywhere.
our signature fitness product. That and then the Marvel stuff. We have these Captain America plates and Iron Man.
So you do a
kettlebells,
lot of
so-
licensing stuff?
Licensing. Yeah, I mean, the key stuff for our athletes.
Sir, any coconut-based beverage?
We have a Recover, just coconut water with a little bit of salt and MCT oil.
Let's do it.
Can we do that one?
Thank you. I like coconuts. D-Rock, you're always doing your thing.
I am.
I'm proud of you.
You know, I'm proud of you too.
Thanks, T-Rock.
Do you take the MCT? You should start adding that, man.
John, you're so pumped right now.
I know. Dream come true.
You love stuff. You love shopping. I know, but just the way you look at stuff. I don't even notice stuff. You're like,
No, really, like when I shop on myself, like,
you really get in the zone?
I really don't believe in full price.
Thank you, man. Real pleasure to
Thank you
meet
for
you.
everything you do. Seriously,
Thank
you've
you, brother.
inspired me the past, since I moved to Austin in September and
Where are you from?
from Connecticut.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are you doing down here?
I'm a filmmaker.
Good for you.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to plug away, do what I can. Actually starting up a media marketing business.
Good for you.
So I'm still in the beginning stages, but doing everything that I can.
It's awesome, man. Real pleasure to meet you.
meeting you.
Yeah, man.
Take
Thanks
care.
for kind words.
Yeah, of course. That's right.
Maybe. That's amazing. This kid can play. This kid can play. None of my stuff is predicated on things that go away. Like, I become more like guru as I get older, you know? Like, businessman never goes out of style. It's so great. Like, when you grow up, you want to be an athlete until you realize, like, that game's over when you're 30, you know? Everybody wants to get in it, right?
Yeah.
Like, everybody wants to make money taking a picture with a product.
Yeah.
You know, like for you, it's just gonna bring on more competition, but like, if you're better, you're better. Like, that's where people are confused. Like, I remember people back in the day said to me, Gary, if social media gets big, aren't there gonna be a lot of people that are gonna try to be you of that? I'm like, yeah, it's like anything else. It's like athletes,
Yeah.
right? Like, if you're the best in the world, like, you're the best in the world, but it's hard to maintain.
Yeah.
Like, especially after you win a championship, like the next year, you might just not be hungry enough.
Right.
I always wonder about, like, when I'm in my most prime of my business career, like, that won't be captured forever. That's like, that'll be like this great deal I did. Like, nobody was there when I was like, oh, I'm gonna invest in Twitter. There's no, like, it's not like a lash, you know what I mean? You don't have that, but pros and cons to everything. I mean, entrepreneurship is getting so crazy. Like, it's so crazy to me how much fame an entrepreneur can achieve now. That's been weird and fun and interesting, and
They're becoming
like scratch the itch.
Definitely. That's what
Never
it
have
felt like.
right? You never have
That's
to
what it
doubt,
felt
like, what
Never,
if.
ever.
A lot of kids
He and I
don't
were
do.
talking
I
the other
think
day.
I
He and I
think a
were
lot
talking the
about
other day.
that.
Yeah, and he said
That what if regret is poison.
literally
Regret
just
is poison. I tell every kid, I was like, just get it, like, give it, and so you can just feel good.
At 100. You know what I feel good about? All right. I maybe wasn't, what's the league, 1,600? I maybe wasn't 1,600 in US good, but I was 3,000 in US good.
You know what's so funny? So we were just talking about entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
I've been telling a lot of kids, so I have a lot of 15-year-olds who follow me on Instagram, and I tell them on DM or when they hit me up, I'm like, if you're the 3,000, I literally use that analogy. I'm like, I use basketball sometimes because it's an even smaller number. I'm like, if you're not one of the 500 best players in the world, you're making $30,000. Doing when you're the 600th best in the world at. If you're the 600th or 3,000th best entrepreneur in the world, you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
You have a plane. It's been beautiful rapping with you here,
This was
brother.
fun, man.
I'm looking forward to a lot of cool things we're going to create in the future.
I can't wait. Wish everybody good health. See ya.
Indeed. Much love. Beautiful.
That was fun.
Yeah, man.
We're just yelling at people. $5,000-$10,000 books, because to me, I think that is forever, right? Like, my 4-year-old son Xander, this is why it happened. My 4-year-old son Xander is like all about it. He doesn't give a fuck about Ken Griffey Jr. or Cal Ripken, right?
Wolverine's not going away.
Bingo.
No, I mean, no.
He did just die.
I'm so grateful. That's like, I just wish people could be grateful.
That hoop needs some work, man.
Looks like Shaq came through.
Jumped off the loading dock and dunked on it. Usually do this way so you can check out.
I mean, this is at home now. This is wine library for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Packing
Hello.
pallets.
Now, do you guys do all direct to consumer?
No, we're about 90% though.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Look at, we got relegated to this spot.
400 trillion to 1. When you understand that math, how can't you live your life? That's how rare it is to be a human being. Please squeeze the shit out of your one life.
Fire.
I'm like pumped.
Fire. Fucking fire. Just
Because the only thing that's keeping you back is the other people that are judging you, and who gives a fuck about them?
we're done.
Awesome.
Fuck.
It just manifests. Honestly, I swear to God, this is what pisses me off. I really wish that I could rap. Because that's the same, it is, but I can't. How was it? A lot of flexibility and all that stuff?
I'm a better man because of it.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, good luck to you, my man. Real pleasure. Yeah. Good to see you again, man.
Huge fan, dude.
Thank you,
Always
man.
these early wine library days.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
My brother.
My man, I'll see you soon.
Yeah,
We'll come through
sounds
again.
good. Cool.
All right.
Forward to it.
What's going on? To me, it's just have leverage,
Yeah.
and I'm not crippled by like, is that where I'm headed or this? It's just bring value, get a lot of attention, and then you can always trade on it.
Authentic relationships, yeah.
100%. 100%. Never get ahead of yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Real pleasure, man. Take care. All right, my man. See what I can do for you. Real pleasure.
Quick photo with him.
Yeah. I will. Let me throw something at you. I'd love to get your guys' reaction. I mean, like, think about, like, so I think what a lot of people are doing well right now that I care about, and what I care about what I'm doing, is we're hacking culture, right? Like, you're penetrating attention. So to me, it's the kind of thing that like business leaders and 15-year-old girls would both go to. Like, that's where I'm going with the high-low, right? Like, right, and that's right. That's it. I mean, look. Guess what? I lived that world. I was part of the early phase of this, right? I started a YouTube show 4 months after YouTube came out. There was nobody there. Like, there was no social media. There was MySpace, but if you remember, people went to your wall, right? It was a different loop. So, yeah, man, I just had like one comment, like, weird, you know, like there was, you know, and now what's happening is not only are we addicted to the feedback, but we're crippled. I mean, it's unbelievable to me to watch my friends get 83 good comments and one person says they're fat or they're dumb or it's stupid, and they dwell on this. And this is why I keep getting back to this thought of how do you get insular and know what you're doing for yourself. You know, Ivan Drago, right? Last scene, like he loses and he's like, yeah, he's saying, I did this for myself, not for the fucking premiere, not for the Soviet Union. I was in the ring for myself. And it's a funny scene. I was born in Russia. I love the Rocky movies. I love America way more than the Soviet Union. So maybe it sticks with me, but there's something about that scene, right? Everybody knows Drago for the famous scene, like, I'll break you. For me, it was when he was in the ring. It was like, for myself. (11 p.m. Texas time, midnight back home. It's been a long day. Gonna land at 3 a.m. and start it back up at 8. That's it, D-Rock. Let's get some rest. And that's how I feel. Like, I just don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. And I mean, not my kids, not my parents, not my wife. Now, I equally care so much of how they view me and what they think of me. It's pulling from opposite directions, but you gotta start with yourself, because when you're actually allowing other people to get in, you're vulnerable.